And welcome from Meadowbrook High School, where tonight the Meadowbrook Colts host their visitors, the Braves from Indian Valley High School, in a sectional final of the Ohio High School Athletic Association East District Boys Basketball Division II Tournament. I'm Dave Hilliard, and thanks for tuning in on 97.7 WILE, or watching on Your Radio Place YouTube channel, or on the Your Radio Place Facebook page. We've got a multitude of options here for your watching and listening pleasure tonight. First, let's talk about each team and how they got here, and for that I'm going to bring in my partner for tonight, Cam Summers. Cam, I'm going to call you my resident Meadowbrook expert tonight. So the Colts the other night, first tournament game, maybe a little bit nervous, tough playing your rival. What happened with the Colts there Tuesday night, or Wednesday night?
The other night the Colts were able to come away with a 3-point victory over the Bobcats. Really a tough-fought victory by the Colts. Anytime you play an opponent 3 times in a season, it's tough to beat them all 3 times. So we'd seen the Colts go to Cambridge and beat them by 10 just a little over a week before that game. And coming in here, Bobcats had a really great plan to stop Jake Singleton. He was held to 17. I know 17. You're like, held to 17.
Held to 17.
3 at halftime, 17 for someone who is averaging 27 points and is now the all-time leading scorer in not just Meadowbrook but Rolling Hills history. So they did a fantastic job on Jake Singleton and nearly pulled off the upset. But I look for the Colts to rebound, maybe got those first game jitters out in that first game against the Bobcats. Playing an opponent that they haven't seen before, that might benefit them. This team might not know how to play Jake Singleton as well as the Bobcats did.
Right. And as you mentioned, I thought Cambridge, in watching the game the day after the game was on, I watched it back on the video here on Your Radio Place, the YouTube channel. I watched it, and I thought Cambridge had a great plan. They basically had somebody in Jake's pocket from the time he walked out on the floor, and then every time he caught the ball, they trapped him in the half court. And I thought that was a great approach. It made him get rid of the basketball, and as you pointed out, he only had 3 points at halftime. Now, in the second half, I thought Meadowbrook made a nice adjustment. They gave Singleton the ball and let him bring it up the floor, and he could kind of see those things coming. So, and he made some free throws, which that's big. You got to make your free throws in the fourth quarter. So, and as you said, playing the same team, and it's a rival, a neighborhood rival. You're playing them for the 3rd time. That's just not a tournament game you want to have to start off. You'd like to have one that's a little bit easier to kind of ease maybe into that tournament. Because, they're
records don't matter at that point.
Exactly, and Meadowbrook, though, is on a roll. They've won 13 straight games right now. Their last loss was to DeSales back on January the 8th, so it's been more than a month, almost coming up on 2 months since they've lost a basketball game, so obviously they played pretty well.
Yeah, and they didn't play terrible in the DeSales game. I actually was in attendance for that game as well, and it was a very hard-fought game, very physical, something that obviously, as tournament play gets deeper in, the officials let a little bit more physicality happen.
Yes.
So that's something that Meadowbrook is going to have to really adapt to as they get farther in this tournament, because they might not get the fouls that they have been getting. It could resemble a lot like that DeSales game.
Right. And speaking of Indian Valley here, so they played Maysville the same night that, everybody in the East District plays on the same night, and we'll have to have another conversation about that sometime. But they played Maysville, who was a hot team in this area, had been playing some very good basketball. They beat Tri-Valley, knocked Tri-Valley. Well, Tri-Valley was going for an undefeated MVL season, and they didn't get it because Maysville beat them in the last game. Then Maysville won their first tournament game. It was one of those bracket games where they get in and they played Indian Valley, and Indian Valley took them down 52-47. We're going to see some of the names we'll talk about here tonight. Lucas Hagan, Isaac Klasner, Tyson Pryor, and Tanyan McComb. That's kind of the big 4 for Indian Valley. They all did. Hagan, Klasner, Pryor all had 12 points. McComb had 8. So very balanced scoring. And from what I saw, I went out and found some video on Indian Valley. They're a very balanced team. They don't really rely on one person to score for them. Hagan is their leading scorer at 14 points a game. Klasner is a junior. He's their point guard. He runs the show. He averages about 8.6 a game. Pryor is a really nice athlete inside, averaging 9 points a game. So, and then McComb, he's a sophomore, averaging 7 points a game. So that's the 4 that we're going to see score out of Indian Valley. Now for Meadowbrook, obviously it all starts with Jake Singleton. He averaged 27 points per game over the regular season. But also the other night, he needed his buddies. Romeo Dorsey and Josh Hupp. Dorsey averaging almost 11 a game right now. Hupp averaging 8, and they came up pretty big, especially Hupp in the first half. He hit a couple of threes, and that really helped Meadowbrook establish that early lead.
Yeah, I mean, Hupp hit those 2 threes in the first half that were really, really key. I believe going into halftime, he may have even had 8 points, if I'm correct.
I think you're right. He's right in that ballpark. You're right.
So, 8 points and a half is, that's a great for someone who's not necessarily the first or even the second option in this offense. When your number 1 option is being contained really well, to be able to have that third or fourth guy that can knock down shots for you. That's what you have to make a run in the tournament.
Exactly. And I think tonight, too, it's going to be interesting. Both teams are pretty much man-to-man defense teams. We're interested to see how the coaches decide they want to match up. I'm personally, just in seeing both teams on tape, I was thinking, Dorsey and Pryor were going to be the match inside. That just seemed to be because Pryor has that ability to get out a little bit on the perimeter, but he played primarily inside when I saw them play. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be a Dorsey and Pryor matchup. Just wondering how they're going to handle Singleton, though. That's going to be the question. I think that's what everybody has to address when you're going to play Meadowbrook, is, he's getting 27 a game, and it's not, as we were talking before we got on the air, I don't think you can take the approach, hey, we're going to let Singleton get his because he's a great scorer, and we're going to try to stop everybody else, because Singleton might get 40 then.
Right.
So there's different strategies, and I'm really surprised that there haven't been some more of those crazy junk defenses played against them. Like, you can play the box and one, and as we described it, maybe it was kind of the other night was kind of like a box and one trap. I mean, it was
right.
It was interesting how Cambridge did it. I thought they had a great plan for him, but I'm sure every game that he plays, the opposing coach is trying to figure out what can we do that he has not seen,
right,
to maybe cause him some problems. But he's got a really nice stroke. I watched him shoot the ball. I've been watching him here in warm-ups. I mean, nice rotation on everything. And guys that just shoot it like that, I mean, they may have an off night, but they can still find a way to score. Like the other night,
right,
he was getting fouled, and because he put so much pressure on the defense. So he was still getting a lot of those free throws in the fourth quarter, which were big for Meadowbrook. They needed them.
Yeah, well, and I mean, watching him warm up out here, he's warming up, taking shots from about the volleyball line, so he can make it from anywhere.
Yes.
I could see him pulling up from half court, almost at some points. If he has to, he can make that deep of a shot. So I think, like you said, everybody is focusing on Singleton. Where is he? How can we stop him? But not to leave the rest of the guys out, I think the matchup with Dorsey tonight is going to be crucial. He had a lot of offensive rebounds in that game against Cambridge that set the Colts up for extra point opportunities. He kept a lot of possessions alive that without Dorsey, I don't think the Colts are here tonight.
Right, and it was one of those, too, where there were a lot of turnovers in that ball game where I've worked with John Valentine. He was doing the color the other night, and it was interesting. He pointed out that Meadowbrook would create a turnover. They would get in a big hurry, and then they would return the favor. They just threw the ball. A couple balls got thrown into the student section down there a couple times. They just, once you get that turnover, you want to capitalize. You don't want to just hurry down there and throw up a shot or throw the ball to bounds and turn it right back over to them. And that was something I think they're going to have to do a better job of tonight. If they can still create turnovers, they need to capitalize on those. So,
oh, absolutely. Well, and one thing is that Josh Hupp was the quarterback of the football team, so he usually makes fantastic passes, fantastic decisions, and a couple of those long passes he overthrew, and I think that's first tournament game jitters.
You're
honestly,
right.
Because
I think so too.
I think coming into this game, they might still try to push the envelope a little bit, but I look for Hupp to be right on the money, like he has been all year.
Yeah. And in terms of Indian Valley as well, you might not know that much about them. They're in their Inter-Valley Conference. They were fourth in their IVC South. Meadowbrook, of course, won the MVL Small School Division. ran away with it basically, uncontested there basically in the second half of the season. But a very balanced league. You got Highland and Garraway, which are traditionally pretty good basketball teams there. Tusky Valley and Ridgewood is in there, who wasn't quite as good as they have been. So very competitive league. We're going to see a really solid basketball team that's going to play Meadowbrook pretty tough. So we're getting ready to hit the national anthem here before our tip-off. So we'll take a quick break for that national anthem. Just a reminder, you're watching and listening to high school basketball on ABC Sports and 97.7 WILE.
ABC Sports presents high school basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you by Spectrum Sales, The Battery Depot, Valentine Insurance, Guernsey County Children's Services, Stoneys RV Sales and Service, Abel's Electric Heating and Cooling, Surgent Construction, Allen Hunter State Farm, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Southeastern Med, Muskingum Valley Health Centers, W.B Green Insurance, Jet Auto Group, Custom Vehicles of Zanesville, West 40 Auto Sales, and Doan Ford.
And the 23 Colts of Meadowbrook High School. The officials assigned this game have met the requirements set by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and have been approved by both schools to provide their important role in today's
Welcome
game.
back. Just completed the national anthem, getting ready for the opening tip-off, and we're going to have the introduction of the starting lineups. And for those starting lineups, I'm going to turn this over to Cam Summers, and he'll get those for you.
Yeah, for the visiting Indian Valley, we are going to have number 22, Lucas Hagan, number 21, Tanyan McComb, number 23, Isaac Klasner, number 42, Cam Anderson, and number 10, Tyson Pryor. Now for the home team, the Meadowbrook Colts, we're going to see number 0, Drew Webster, number 1, Romeo Dorsey, number 3, Jake Singleton, number 10, Josh Hupp, and number 13, Trayvon Mail.
Those are our starting lineups for tonight's basketball game. And we were talking about Indian Valley right there before the national anthem, and it's the league that they play in. It's, you know, the teams are very equally balanced. I watched a couple of really competitive basketball games, and something that Indian Valley is really hanging their hat on this year. You know, they're 15-7. They won a total of 13 games in their 2 previous seasons. So it's been a resurgence for their basketball team, and it speaks a lot for, you know, the players and the coaches, because it's a very competitive league. Garraway is traditionally a pretty good basketball team. Of course, you got Highland in there, which boys and girls both just
Right.
super basketball teams. And then Ridgewood has been very strong. So, you know, for them to come back and have such a nice year, that speaks volumes for them. And I think something else I'll mention here before the ball game starts, girls basketball games today, district finals that took place. John Glenn, for the first time in school history, has won a district championship. They beat West Holmes 58-40. Tri-Valley just blew Indian Creek out 56-18. And then Sheridan, who plays in the Southeast District, they beat Fenton County 63-34. So there are going to be 3 MVL teams playing in the regional tournament at Zanesville. So Zanesville better get some more parking for that one, because all 3 of those teams are going to be there on the same night along with Warren. Tri-Valley is going to play Warren, and then John Glenn will play Sheridan. John Glenn Sheridan will be the first game on March 1st, and then Tri-Valley Warren will be the second game. So 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock, 2 big regional semifinals there on the girls' side of things. But right now, we're worried about boys basketball tonight. And in the East District, we've got lots of games going on tonight. Of course, we have this one where Indian Valley is here at Meadowbrook. John Glenn, who was a 56-43 victor over Claymont, they're up at New Philadelphia tonight. Tri-Valley is entertaining West Holmes tonight. And then East Liverpool is taking on St. Clairsville. Those are the 4 sectional finals that are taking place here in the East District. And all these teams that advance, we don't know where they'll play, because this is the last time that you can host. So I love the way the East District does it. If you're the higher seeded team, you get to play in your own gym for the first, at least for the sectional games. I think that's a reward for having a good season.
Oh, for sure. I mean, honestly, when I was in high school, I graduated back in 2014. It didn't matter who you were. We always went to OUE, and you got the bigger court. You got the hoops coming from the floor. It looks different. You only get to practice there once. So this is a huge advantage for the home team, especially coming in tonight. Meadowbrook, obviously the higher seed. It really rewards the home team, and I think, why not?
Yes. Now the next round is going to be neutral sites. So, if Meadowbrook could win, and I mean, it's either going to be John Glenn or New Philadelphia. So, you figure somewhere around the Cambridge area that game's going to take place. So, getting ready here for the opening tip, it's going to be Romeo Dorsey here, jumping against Tyson Pryor. Dorsey for the Colts in white, Indian Valley in the blue. The ball is tipped, and we're underway here. Klasner has the basketball for Indian Valley, and he brings it into the front court. He's looking for Pryor, but he can't get it to him. Webster all over him. Nice defensive pressure here. Man-to-man from Meadowbrook. Now out here to McComb on the wing. He tries to get to the baseline. Can't get there. Singleton does a nice job. Makes him pick up the basketball. Almost a turnover forced there. Hagan in the corner with the basketball. He's the Braves' leading scorer. He's trying to create on the dribble. He can't get it done. He's picked it up. He gets it over to Anderson. Anderson, not real comfortable with the basketball out there, 20 feet from the basket. Dorsey all over him. Colts defensive pressure intense to start this basketball game.
And you can really feel it in the crowd too. The crowd really getting into this, and great intensity to start this game for Meadowbrook, which is something they didn't have a bunch of against Cambridge.
Mail doing a nice job on the ball there. Indian Valley not been able to get close. Pryor got to the basket. He got his own rebound. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound to the Colts. Here comes Singleton on the drive. He pulls up. He finds Dorsey underneath. Blocked, out of bounds. Still going to be Colts basketball on the baseline. Nice push ahead there. Dorsey just couldn't get it to go. Got it blocked from behind. Singleton going to inbound the basketball. Now it's going to be Mail instead.
And right there when Dorsey catches it, instead of taking that dribble, I'd like to see him go up strong to the hoop.
Go straight up with it. Now Webster's got it to Mail. Screening for Singleton. There's a trap. They might be trying the same philosophy that Cambridge did. They're going to trap Singleton when he's got the basketball. Hupp now over to Webster. Webster picks up his dribble out front. Now to Hupp. Hupp surveys the situation. Singleton can't get free. He's trying, but he just can't get loose right now. Both teams good in the half court. Singleton gets on the dribble, lays it an air ball from the baseline there. It was a tough shot for Singleton, and here comes Indian Valley now back on the offense. Klasner with the basketball. Webster checking him. Over to McComb. McComb trying to penetrate again. Singleton forces him to the baseline, doesn't let him get anywhere. Klasner penetrates, knocked out of his hand, but they're saying off Meadowbrook. So it's going to be Indian Valley basketball underneath their own basket.
And really great intensity defensively here. I thought they were going to come away with a steal there. Webster knocks it away, but off the Colts, Indian Valley maintains possession.
Good intensity, as you point out, from both teams here to start this sectional final. Ball almost turned over. And they're going to call a foul there. And
That's going to be on
Webster. Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't too sure there.
Both players going for the ball there, just too much contact, but gotta like the intensity from both teams if you're the coaches there.
Sure do. All right, Klasner back on top again. He runs the show for the Braves. He's calling out a play. And he picked up his dribble, but he's got it over to Hagan. Being harassed by Mayo. Mayo forces a turnover. Here come the Colts. He picks it up, kicks it back to Webster. Going to try to set something up here in the half now. Now brings it over to the left side. He's got Hupp coming off that screen. Singleton on the back door. He wasn't there. Hupp penetrates all the way to the rim, lays it up. No good. Couldn't get the rebound there. Dorsey couldn't corral it. Here comes Klasner. He penetrates. Euro step. Can't get it to go. Still no score here. Pass ahead to Hupp. Hupp gets fouled on the floor before the shot. So that's going to be baseline out of bounds. That foul is on Tyson Pryor. That's his first, and that's a team first for the Braves. Singleton going to inbound the ball underneath the basket again for Meadowbrook. Gets it into Hupp. Hupp lets it fly from 3, off the rim. Klasner with the rebound for the Braves.
And some good looks here early on, just nothing going down for either team.
Good looks, as you said. If they've got a shot, it's been pretty intense here defensively on both ends here. Anderson now with it. He gives it back to Pryor. Klasner tries to run off that little flare screen. Webster did a nice job fighting through and get back out on it. Hupp checking Pryor. Pryor tries to shake and bake. Pulls from 17. Off the back iron. Webster with a rebound now to Singleton. Here come the Colts. Still looking for the icebreaker, the first bucket in this basketball game. Webster now to Mayo. Dorsey posting up inside. They're trying to get him the ball. Singleton gets trapped. There goes Webster. Hupp thought about the 3, decided not to. Probably a good decision there, trying to get the ball back to Singleton, maybe. Here comes Mayo, going to reset the offense.
Yeah, and the Indian Valley's done a great job. We've got number 21, Canyon McComb, just face guarding the whole time. There's a tough shot there by Mayo. Rebound Dorsey, puts it up, and he breaks it.
Dorsey with the first 2. Nice play there. Dorsey really fought for the basketball. He's having a battle with Anderson there. Little hand checking, little pushing and shoving, a little physical inside here. Hagan lets it go from deep, can't get it to go. Hupp can't get the rebound. McComb with the rebound. He gets it up and in, and that's the first basket for the Braves. McComb with 2, and it's 2-2 here. 3:45 to play in the first quarter. Both teams maybe showing a little bit of nervousness here. Big crowd here in the Corral tonight. Hupp now has it for the Colts. Webster off that screen, can't get it to the basket. Hupp finds Singleton. Singleton into the lane. Lefty. Good.
And that
nice
is
drive
so
from
smooth.
Singleton in there, and that's his first 2 of the ball game. 4-2 Meadowbrook now. 3:20 to play in the first quarter.
That's so smooth. Great backdoor by Singleton.
Singleton now playing the D. He's up on McComb pretty tight. McComb tries to get to the rim. Pulls up. Singleton blocks it. Singleton now on the push. He's going to get to the rim. Goes with his left and gets fouled going for 2. And boy, he had a head of steam going. He was taking it to the rim for sure.
Yeah, when he just sees a little crease, he tries to really push the envelope. Most of the time it works out. Worked out here, he's going to the line for 2.
And big foul here on Indian Valley. That's Tyson Pryor's second foul here in the early going. And as expected, Singleton shooting over 80% from the free throw line makes the first one. Now 5-2 here, 3:05 to go in the first quarter. Singleton eyes the rim for the second one. And in and out. Of course, I mentioned the shooting percentage.
That's the
Announcer's curse.
yeah.
5-2. 2:59 to go here in the quarter. Hagan going to penetrate. He's their leading scorer. He can't get it to go off the backboard. And Mayo with the rebound. Here come the Colts. Got it out to Webster out top. Nice screen from Singleton trying to get Hupp open, which he does. Mayo now to Webster. Dorsey posting up strong, and he's getting held by Anderson. And that's going to be Anderson's first foul. And that's the team's 3rd here in the early going.
Yeah, realistically,
nope.
They're going to call that on Dorsey.
They called that on Dorsey. Okay. We're a long way from the floor, so up here in the outer reaches of the gym.
Oh, wow.
The Meadowbrook crowd doesn't agree. The Indian Valley crowd does.
It's been physical down in the paint this whole game.
It has been. You're right. Hagan now with the basketball. He kicks it over to who that was. That was Carter that just came into the ball game. Hagan lets the three go. Knocked out of there by Hupp. Carter with the basketball now for Indian Valley. He just came into the basketball game there on that dead ball. Singleton checking McComb. That's a turnover. Meadowbrook doing a really nice job on the half-court D. That's 4 turnovers here early, or 3 turnovers early. Cam tells me there early. Nice statistics keeping from my partner in crime tonight.
And that offensive foul by Dorsey is the only turnover so far by the Colts.
Easton Eibel into the ball game here for Meadowbrook. Webster couldn't find anything on the right side. Over to Singleton, now to Hupp. Eibel's got it. He's looking for Singleton coming off the screen. Instead, it's Hupp. Hupp thought about the three. Didn't take it. Kicked it back to Webster. Webster penetrates. Nothing doing. Eibel right in the ball game, trying to be instant offense. Can't get that three to go. And here come the Braves. Carter now with it. Over to Klasner. Klasner eyes it from 19-9 and can't get it to go. And here comes Hupp with the rebound for the Colts. He penetrates. Knocks it in there to Dorsey. Dorsey lays it in for 2. That's Dorsey's second basket of the game. Now 7-2 Colts, just over a minute to play in the first quarter.
And once again, Dorsey puts it on the floor before it goes up. Gets away with it this time.
Makes you nervous, doesn't it?
He does.
Nice defensive pressure again there from Meadowbrook. Carter now with it back out top as they reset their offense. Carter penetrates. Denied out on the wing. Webster diving on the floor. Nice hustle. Gets it to Singleton. Singleton lays it up and in for 2. Hustle play there, and that's going to be a 30-second timeout from Indian Valley. Boy, what a nice defensive play. Webster created the turnover, dove on the floor along with an Indian Valley player. Somehow managed to get it, got it ahead to Singleton. Singleton took it to the rim.
Well, and sometimes that's all you need to spark your offense. I mean, this gives them a 7-point lead early in this one. I mean, obviously, defense playing really well. We're near the end of the first quarter. You've given up 2 points.
Yes.
I mean, defense playing really well, but, you know, nothing makes a coach happier than defense that turns into offense.
Yes, sir. And then another thing that really helps a scorer like Singleton. It gets him going.
Right.
You get him a layup. You get him an easy one. You know, he's had a couple of layups now, so that gets him going in the scoring column. He's got 5. Dorsey's got 4. 9-2 here with 42 seconds left in this first quarter. Coming out of this timeout now. I thought it was a 30-second timeout, but it seemed to be a long 30 seconds.
That's what I was thinking. But Colts having great energy on defense, something that, you know, maybe against Cambridge, the jitters, they just didn't quite have the same energy. But
something lit the fire under them tonight because they have really brought out the intensity.
yes, they
here.
have.
Eibel brought in Carter here with the basketball. He gets it to Hagan. Little pick and roll. Hagan can't get to the rim. Nice help from Dorsey. Another turnover. Hupp this time. That's knocked out of bounds off the Indian Valley player. Anderson made a really nice play diving on the floor, getting that basketball here. Reese Colson into the ball game for Indian Valley as well there. He's going to come back out as soon as I mentioned he got in the ball game. Leo Wenker also checking in now for the Braves. 23 seconds to play here in this quarter. We'll see what the Colts do with this last 23. I think Singleton might just not be in a hurry here and maybe try to get this last shot. Flips it over to Mail. Mail still surveying the scene. Now they're going with 11. Now 10. Mail trying to make it happen on the dribble. Now to Singleton. Singleton from deep. Short. Might have been tipped a little bit. Indian Valley with a rebound and throw all the way down the floor. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. The Meadowbrook Colts started off this game in a 9-2 fashion here at the end of one. We'll take a quick break, and a reminder, you're watching and listening to high school basketball on AVC Sports and 97.7 WILE.
promises. You've heard them all. Peace of mind, quality insurance products, superior claim service, all at a fair and competitive price. Since 1848, Westfield Insurance has promised to provide excellent insurance coverage for your home, auto, and business. Sharing knowledge, building trust. That is Westfield Insurance's pledge to their customers. For a quote on protecting your home, auto, and business, call W.B Green Insurance today. W.B Green, professional insurance.
Are you looking for a way to make a positive difference in a child's life? Hi, my name is Alicia Mallett, and I'm the Foster Care Program Coordinator for Guernsey County Children's Services. There are children right here in your community who need a temporary or permanent home through foster care or adoption. Are you ready to be that home for them? For more information on how to become a foster or adoptive parent, please call 740-439-5555. The children in our community are counting on you.
Back at Meadowbrook High School here for the second quarter. Meadowbrook in that first quarter leading this sectional final basketball game 9-2, and they're going to have the ball out of bounds here to start the second. Inbounded here to Mayo. Mayo's going to bring it up and get the offense going here. Over to Hupp. Hupp dribble to the left side. Got Singleton coming off a screen. Tough pass for him though. Jake trying to create something there off the dribble. Can't get it done. Now Hupp gets it to Dorsey in the high post. Dorsey looked to pass. Nice move to the rim. Can't get it to go though. Klasner with a rebound for the Braves. They're looking to get a little more offense here this quarter. Over to Hagan. He's their leading scorer. He might only have one shot right now. Klasner back with it. He's going to set the offense again. Mail harassing him. Ivel denying the pass to McComb on the wing. Really nice defensive intensity. And now we're going to call a foul. I think Hupp was holding him there. He was holding Reese Colson in the post. That's before the shot, obviously. That's going to be Hupp's foul, and that's his first, and that's the team's third here in the half. Ivel coming out of the ball game now. Inbounded, and that's going to get stolen by Hupp. He's got the basketball. Another turnover. Nice job there by the defense again. 6 turnovers now. Webster let it fly from 3, but couldn't get it. Dorsey with a nice rebound. Hupp shot fake, and he throws it out of bounds. I think he thought Webster was going to come to the basket, and Webster wasn't moving. So turned over back to the Braves. They're still looking to get in the scoring column here in the second quarter. 9-2, 7 minutes now to play in the second quarter. Nice defensive pressure again from Mayo and Dorsey out there on the basketball. Klasner trying to make something happen, can't get it done. Webster denying the basketball. Meadowbrook all over the place here defensively so far in this one.
Yeah, great ball pressure, and as Singleton gets another steal.
Singleton up, lays it in, another layup, a steal and 2 from Jake Singleton. He's got 7 now for Meadowbrook. They lead 11-2 here, 6:29 to play in the second quarter. Indian Valley trying to spread the floor out a little bit now, trying to create some space. It's just been tough sledding here so far. And that time, Hagan went on the dribble and Webster put his hands on him. And as soon as you redirect, that's going to be an automatic call. And that's Webster's second foul for the Colts. And that's their, I'm looking here, trying to add it up, 4 team fouls here. So no danger of the free throws yet. Indian Valley, once again, almost a 4 corners look here. Just trying to create maybe that dribble matchup that they like. Dorsey out there, he's got a significant advantage defensively there. Back to McComb. Singleton harassing him. Penetrates all the way. Singleton tried to block it, couldn't get it. And that's McComb's basket there. He's got all 4 Indian Valley points. It's now 11-4. Meadowbrook leads here. 5:46 to play.
And if you're the Braves, you got to look at that matchup and try to go to it a little bit more frequently, I think.
Singleton with the pull-up jumper, and he can't get it to go. In and out. Braves got the rebound, and here comes Carter. Carter penetrates, stops, picks it up, gets it over to Hagan on the right side. He can't get anywhere, and Indian Valley going to try to spread this floor out again. And maybe Meadowbrook doesn't want to extend their defense quite as much, but they still are. They're still harassing all the passing lanes. Carter gets ahead of Hupp on the dribble, and he lays it in. Indian Valley has found something here with that spread offense. They've really got it. It's almost like the old school North Carolina four corners.
Right. Used to use that to play keep away, but it's really working well for the Braves here with penetration.
Singleton stops and pops from 15. Can't get it to go, but there's Webster with a rebound. Dorsey out there had no intention of shooting a three-pointer. Mail, shot fake. Can't get McComb out of position. Over to Hupp. Singleton gets the handoff. He's resetting here. Dorsey going to screen. I think they're going to try to trap him, which they do. That leaves somebody. Hupp penetrates, gets fouled on the drive. And I think that's going to be on Hagan. And that's Lucas's first foul, and that's the team's third here. So Meadowbrook once again will inbound the basketball. Singleton on the baseline.
Pretty clean game so far between these two teams.
It has been, you're right. Singleton trying to come off a double screen, but can't get it done. Webster now with it. Dorsey going to screen. Pick and roll. Webster takes it all the way to the rim and lays it in, and that's 2 for Drew Webster, his first bucket of the basketball game. Meadowbrook up 13-6 now. 4:09 to play in the second quarter. Indian Valley once again spreading it out. If you're Meadowbrook, you're ahead. You really don't have to extend the defense. You can stay back if you want.
Well, and coming into this quarter, you got a 9-2 lead. I'd, maybe not put pressure as another
and there's
shot
another
made.
Klasner made a nice move there. Spin move. Dorsey came over to try to block it. Couldn't get a piece of it. And that's Klasner's first basket. There goes Singleton. He penetrates. He can't get it to go. Indian Valley with maybe a little advantage in the numbers here. Hagan pulls it up. Swings it to Carter. Klasner now on the side. Nothing going. They're going to reset in this spread offense look again. It's been given the dribble drive here. It's been giving Meadowbrook problems. They're going to have to do a better job on the ball defensively.
It looks like they might have switched to an extended 3-2 potentially, as it looks like they're switching a lot.
They're still manned up here. So, but I maybe not quite as much wanting to get up on that dribble that far away from the basket. Probably a good move there. They got beat a couple times on the dribble. There's Carter again. He kicks it to McComb. He's getting all the way to the rim again and gets fouled. This time from Mayo. That's going to be, that was on Trayvon. That's going to be his first foul.
And in this quarter, the Braves are 3 for 3 from the field after going 1 for 9 in the first quarter.
And all basically layups here because of the spread offense they've gone to. McComb gets the first one here. Now 13-9, getting back in the basketball game. That's going to bring a 30-second timeout here from Meadowbrook. And I think they're going to have a conversation about what they want to do here defensively, because Indian Valley switched from whatever motion type of offense they were running. They spread the floor, and they're just trying to go dribble drive and get the ball to the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you can dribble drive, force help, and kick, and right now, Meadowbrook is not sending any help, so there's just layups. So if you're Meadowbrook, you got to talk. Looking at the first quarter, they were 0 for 3 on three-point shots were the Braves. So you got to look at that and say, well, they haven't hit one yet. Maybe if we can help off until they hit one.
Right.
Because the high percentage shot is the layup. It's not the three-pointer.
Right. And I think in Meadowbrook, they've had such a nice defensive intensity, and I think they have taken advantage of that by spreading the floor out, getting some space, and now they're trying to make you got to stop us on the dribble, and they've been getting beat on the dribble. So maybe Meadowbrook backs off a little bit, doesn't quite come as far out. And then McComb gets that second one there. He's got 6 now to lead the Braves, and it's 13-10 here with 2:50 to play in the second quarter.
He's having a nice game on both ends of the floor tonight.
There's Singleton for 3, doesn't get it. Nice job pressured there from McComb. And here comes Klasner again to run the offense. And this time, Indian Valley back to more of a traditional offensive set. There's a basket cut from Klasner, and he lays it in. Nice set play there that they ran. I'm sure they talked about that in the timeout there. Klasner on that backdoor cut, and they find him. It's now 13-12 Meadowbrook with 2:19 to play in the second quarter.
And don't look now, but Meadowbrook's on their heels. They need to get a bucket real quick.
Eibel thought about it, didn't let it go. Now Webster, he kicks it to Dorsey. He's got a step, and he lays it in. Easy money for Romeo Dorsey down there that deep. He gets his 6th point of the basketball game, and it's 15-12, just under 2 to go in the second quarter.
And right there, he did not put it down. He did
kept-
exactly what he should. Catch it high, go up strong, get the 2 points.
He's been listening to Coach Cam up here. Penetration there from Carter. He's given them a spark. He's been running the offense for him. Hagan penetrates. He stops. He can't find any space. Kicks it back out to McComb. McComb now looking to penetrate. He's got Singleton on him. Singleton does a nice job cutting him off. Eyeball just about forces a turnover. Can't get his hands on it. Now over to Anderson. He takes it to the rim. Dorsey there. Dorsey, nice defense. He just kind of stood and harassed Anderson, and then Anderson, frustration foul. You see that so many times. Kids miss a shot, or they turn it over, and then they foul right afterwards. That's what happened to Anderson, and that's only his first foul, though.
Compounding mistakes, though, is something that you as a coach don't want to see.
Exactly.
If you make a mistake, go do the next thing right.
And that's, so many times your coach is talking about next play.
Right.
You just got to keep going, especially in basketball. Boy, you talk about a game that really changes. Man, it happens so quickly. And just like that, I think there's a discussion about who the foul is on or what's going on here with that one. I'm not too sure.
I think maybe the scorer's table didn't hear who the foul was on.
That could have been what it was.
And obviously the scorer's table can't take what the coach says. They have to get the official.
I tried to influence those in my days as a coach as well. But here's Singleton with the basketball. Over to Hupp. They're going to run Trey off a couple of screens here, I'm sure. Trey. I did it. That's Jake. And he looks so much like Trey. I've seen Trey play a lot. Webster, he lets it go from 3, and he hits the first 3 of the game for Meadowbrook, and now they're back up by 6, 18-12.
First 3 by either team that's been converted.
That is true. I didn't think about the Indian Valley not having one. Now Carter on the dribble again. He's trying to make something happen. Mail does a nice job. Hagan lets it fly from 3, and he can't get it to go. Mail with the rebound. 37 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Let's see what Meadowbrook does with it here. Singleton doesn't look to be in a big hurry. He's holding it. He's being checked by McComb, but McComb's not pressuring him. I think they're going to be satisfied with the spot they're in. They're down 6, not trying to force the issue. It's either going to be 6 or maybe more here of Singleton. I'm pretty sure he's going to let it go here. Here comes a screen from Dorsey. They trap him over to Mail. He lets it go from 3. It's short. Dorsey scrambling after it. He's got it to Mail. He lets it go again. Nothing doing there. Forced that one pretty quick at the end. And that's going to be the end of the first half. The Meadowbrook Colts 18, the Indian Valley Braves 12. We're going to take a break here for our halftime. And just a reminder, you're watching and listening to high school basketball on ABC Sports and 97.7 WILE.
Do you really think that an insurance company who promises quotes in a few minutes has your best interest in mind? Do they really know you and what coverages you need? Hi, this is John Valentine with Valentine Insurance. We take time to learn about you and your insurance needs so you can feel comfortable that you're receiving the right coverages at the best possible prices. Find us on Facebook, stop by our office, or give us a call at 994-1776. Valentine Insurance, a partner you can depend on.
Spectrum Sales at 927 East Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge, Ohio offers you the highest quality in metal roofing and post-frame construction building materials. They pride themselves in the ability to service their contractors in a timely manner, as well as welcome all the DIY who need a little guidance to help make their own project a success. They have been blessed to be part of the Guernsey County community for over 10 years and look forward to growing their business by offering new products for both commercial and residential customers. Spectrum Sales, your one-stop metal shop. Give them a call at 740-439-4484.
The Battery Depot is a local battery and multi-purpose shop in Cambridge. They carry or rebuild a wide selection of batteries such as interstate automotive, industrial, marine, gas, and electric golf cart batteries, rechargeable household and everyday batteries. When they say no job is too big or too small, well, they mean it. At Battery Depot, they won't shy away from any job ranging from golf cart repair, customization, trailer wiring, fleet vehicle customization, including power inverters and custom generator racks. They stock batteries for everything ranging from dozers and semis to watches and key fobs. Located on Campbell Avenue in Cambridge, 740-432-2000.
It's regift December time again at Jet Auto Group. This is Ed Ansel, and regifting is a good thing. Think about buying a pre-owned vehicle? It's regifted.
This is Tom Loftman. We also have a new gift with every vehicle we sell right up till Christmas Eve. How would a 55-inch TV look under your tree?
Or a Kindle Fire or a $25 Visa gift card. This is Jordan Campbell, and you know we won't tell if you regift that too. It's our way of saying Merry Christmas from Jet Auto Group on East Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge.
In today's episode of Ask the Expert, I'm joined by Ashley Champ from Abel's Heating, Cooling, Electrical, and Refrigeration. Ashley, what is this YES plan I've been hearing about?
That's our Your Energy Savings Plan. When customers say yes to comfort, they're signing up for all their benefits Abel's provides while maintaining their furnace and air conditioner. Those benefits add up to year-round comfort. Plus, getting a pair of professional eyes on your system can help to detect a small problem before it turns expensive. That's like money in your pocket.
Abel's Heating, Cooling, Electrical, and Refrigeration. One company, one goal, your comfort. Visit them at abelsinc.com.
Custom Vehicles of Zanesville is the local spot for all car, truck, marine, and RV accessories. From remote starts, heated seats, stereo equipment, lift kits, WeatherTech products, tonneau covers, toolboxes, strobe lights, rhino linings, Z-Bart rust proofing, and undercoating. If it can be found online, they can get it. Stop by their showroom today and see how they can use their expertise to enhance your vehicle. Visit Custom Vehicles of Zanesville today, located at 3619 Old Falls Road, or visit them on Facebook at Custom Vehicles of Zanesville.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of a guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
Stoneys RV Center is the place that makes buying a new RV easy. Ask about their on-site financing with very affordable payments, and they make on-site camper service calls to the area campgrounds. Stoneys RV also carries cargo trailers, car haulers, horse and stock trailers, and open utility trailers. They install hitch systems and fill propane tanks too. Stoneys RV Center, the place that takes camping to the next level, and a proud sponsor of our area high school sports teams.
Feeding the world takes the work of a farmer. Patrons Buckeye Mutual, your local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, tips our hat to those who help ensure that we can all eat tomorrow. We are proud to offer the coverage farmers need to keep growing. So we're taking a moment to say thank you for planning our future. Trust in farming. Trust in Patrons Buckeye Mutual. Trust in tomorrow. Contact your Patrons Buckeye agent today at 638-3604. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Are you looking for a way to make a positive difference in a child's life? Hi, my name is Alicia Mallett, and I'm the Foster Care Program Coordinator for Guernsey County Children's Services. There are children right here in your community who need a temporary or permanent home through foster care or adoption. Are you ready to be that home for them? For more information on how to become a foster or adoptive parent, please call 740-439-5555. The children in our community are counting on you.
Did you know an estimated 41% of people eligible for cancer screenings have delayed their appointments due to the pandemic? Southeastern Med is one of 10 hospitals to join with the American Cancer Society's Returning to Screening initiative. The goal is to increase the rates of screenings for all cancers, but especially the most common: breast, cervical, colorectal, and lung. To learn how to schedule your screening appointment, call 740-439-8000 or visit seormc.org. Most of us are faced with uncertainty every day. Your job, your finances, sporting events, schooling for your children, and so much more. With so much uncertainty surrounding you, there's one auto dealership that you can be certain about, and that's Doan Ford. You can be certain that you'll always get a great deal and the best service afterwards. In business for nearly 60 years has given Doan Ford the reputation of being a strong, reliable dealership. Be certain. Choose Doan Ford. Online at doanford.com.
Back at Meadowbrook High School here at halftime. Meadowbrook with an 18-12 lead over the visitors tonight from Indian Valley. Been a pretty tight basketball game here so far. Been lots of things going on, lots of intensity in this basketball game, although not many points. So been interesting here to watch how both teams have played. I'll go through a scoring breakdown really quick. It's very easy to do that. 3 players from each team have scored, and that's it. For Meadowbrook, Drew Webster has 5 points. Romeo Dorsey has 6. Jake Singleton 7, and that's a total of 18 for Meadowbrook. For Indian Valley, Sam Carter with 2. Tanya McComb with 6, Isaac Klasner with 4, and that rounds out the 12 there for Indian Valley. I'll turn it over here to Cam for some shooting stats and other things here from him.
Yeah, so there's one glaring statistic that really favors the Colts so far in this one. That's turnovers. The Braves have 7 turnovers to the Colts 2. Colts doing a lot better job taking care of the ball tonight than they did against Cambridge. Still only a 6-point game. You can attribute that to how well the Braves have rebounded. They are winning the rebounding battle 13-11 over the Colts right now. And both teams not shooting real great in this one so far. The Braves 5 for 15 for 33%. Colts are 8 for 21 for 38%. And from three-point land, the Colts are 1 for 8. And 0 for 4 are the Braves, so only 1 for 12 between the two of them. And the Colts are kind of live and die by the 3 this year. And
right.
They've been, I mean, you said they're on a big win streak where they've been living large from 3 ball. So if you can have a lead when one of your strongest dynamics to your game is not really on any given night, if you still have the lead going into the half, you got to be pretty happy.
You got to be happy about that, and that's one thing. There haven't been a lot of uncontested shots, and that's a tribute to both teams and how well they've played on the defensive end of the floor. As we said early there, that defensive intensity from Meadowbrook was really good. And same thing from Indian Valley. They've done a nice job. And we've got, is that a halftime score? At a halftime. Just a little score update here. New Philadelphia 26, John Glenn 14 at halftime there. And of course, that's significant here because the winner of this game is going to play the winner of that game next week in the district semifinals at a neutral site, a site to be named later here. Wednesday, March 2nd, that'll be a 7 o'clock game. And then looming in that other side of the bracket, Tri-Valley, West Holmes, and then East Liverpool, St. Clairsville. I mean, Tri-Valley, you're looking at, Tri-Valley is probably one of the best teams that I've seen in this part of the state Division II. I mean, they just have a really solid basketball team.
Right.
They got guards, they got post players. But whoever advances from all of these teams that are left, one team from this district goes to the regional, and they're going to face the winner that comes out of that Columbus district. And Beechcroft is in that one I was looking today. DeSales is in there. Heath is in there. There's some really good basketball teams that are going to, some of them are going to get knocked out as well. So, and then the 2 Southeast teams will meet in that other regional semifinal. So, about ready to start the second half here, and it's going to be interesting to see what New Philadelphia, I just had my team mixed up there. What Indian Valley does, we talked about it at New Philadelphia, but Indian Valley, if they go back to that spread set that they did at half, you know, just to spread Meadowbrook out on defense, and they got to the rim and got some easy buckets. So we'll see if they go back to that here. And they're going to have the ball first to start this second half.
And I feel like you almost have to go back to that spread because they won the second quarter by 1 point.
Yes, they did, and that's when you had your most success. You probably need to go back to that here. All right, McComb with the basketball, and he's being harassed by Singleton. And Singleton just doesn't let him get to the basket. Nice job there. Mail out there on Hagan. Klausner now, he's going to get a screen from Anderson, a little pick and roll. He pulls up from 16, off the back of the iron. Singleton with the rebound. Here he comes with a head of steam. Maybe some numbers. He tries to penetrate, but decides not to. Webster lets it go from 3, and that's his second 3 of the game. 3 from Drew Webster extends that lead to 21-12. And that's the start that Drew Webster and the Colts needed here for that second half.
And maybe not the guy we expect to take the first shot out of the half, but he knocks it down right away.
Yes, he does. McComb again penetrates. Singleton forces into the baseline. Nice job. Mail makes Hagan spin. And there's your leading scorer with his, I think that is his first basket, and it is. It's his first 2 of the game, and he's the Braves' leading scorer. So good sign for Indian Valley as well here.
And a really nice spin move there.
Yes, he did. And that's Hupp out on the wing. Picks up his dribble, now reverses the ball. Singleton's got it, being harassed by McComb. He kicks it into Dorsey, spin move. He drops it down into Webster. He takes it up and in. Drew Webster on a 5-0 run here to start the second half. And now it's 23-14. Meadowbrook with still that 9-point lead, 6:30 to go until the end of the third quarter. Glasner running the show here for the Braves. He gets it to McComb. Here's Pryor back in the ball game. He was sitting down early with 2 fouls, and they try to get it to him right away, and they do. Strong move from Tyson Pryor, and he lays it in for his first 2 of the game. We hardly saw him in the first half.
Right.
He went to the bench early with 2 fouls. Little handoff there, a little struggle to get it, but now it's into Dorsey. Anderson checking him. Dorsey can't, up and under. Lays it up and in. Nice move from Romeo Dorsey. That's his 8th point of the ball game. 25-16. Both teams opening up a little bit here out of the halftime. A little bit more scoring than we saw off the bat of the ball game.
And we've seen only 1 miss since we've come out of the half. So both teams' offenses really cooking now. Not sure what they said to their offenses at half, but it's working.
Singleton again harassing McComb. He gets rid of it here. Now Hagan again trying to create something on the dribble. Mayo won't let him. Singleton helps, knocks it away. Good play from Singleton. He pulls up from 15. Bang! Jake Singleton. 2 points. That's his 9th of the game. And now it's 27-16. Meadowbrook coaching staff wants a stop. They want a nice defensive possession. Down encouraging his kids from his knees. Webster again pressuring the basketball. So Singleton. Singleton proving he's not just one-dimensional. He's playing some really tight D tonight. Dorsey on the switch to Hagan. Mail and Anderson get tangled up in there, and I think that foul's going to go on Mail.
Yeah.
And that's Trayvon's 2nd foul here.
And a little bit of a mismatch up top with Romeo too, so not necessarily the worst foul.
Official talking to both Anderson and Dorsey here. He's had enough of the shenanigans. Dorsey and Anderson really going at each other inside in that post. And official stopping play here. Not sure what's happened here. He wants to have a conversation with the sheriff's deputy, which somebody is being removed from the gymnasium for their displeasure with the officiating. Back to some basketball here. Klasner going to inbound it. Having trouble finding somebody. And he calls a foul here on Hupp. I believe Hupp was holding.
Romeo.
Or is that on? No, he called it on Dorsey. You're right. And that's going to be Dorsey's 2nd foul. So now 3 Meadowbrook Colts with 2 fouls apiece.
And realistically, it's just tournament basketball. It's just getting physical down there, but the refs have to get control, and that's what we see there.
Exactly. Mail doing a nice job, and he did foul. He should have just held his ground there because Hagan was going to shoot kind of a bad shot there. And that is going to be Trayvon's 3rd foul. So we'll see how Coach is going to handle that one.
The Colts don't go very deep.
Yeah, Coach Jarrett's going to have to make a decision what he's going to do with him here. And Hagan makes that first one. His 3rd point of the ball game. Makes it 27-17 here.
He's going to leave him in.
Going to leave him in. And Hagan knocks down that second one, 27-18 here. 4:46 to go in the 3rd quarter. Singleton now handling the basketball. Over to Hupp. Hupp now over to Mail on the left side. Here comes Dorsey off the screen. Now a little pick from Webster for Hupp, but Hupp can't get to the rim. And turnover there from Mail, trying to get it back to Singleton. Indian Valley with a nice defense there. Create themselves an extra possession here. Singleton on McComb. Goes behind the screen. McComb doesn't want to shoot that 3. Mail fighting through a screen, not afraid to get that 4th foul. Hagan going to take him to the rim. Nice defense there, and they fouled him, and there's going to be his 4th foul. Hagan got the offensive rebound. Trayvon kind of forgot to rebound there.
But as soon as the shot goes up, if you're not trying to get your 4th foul, the best way to not get it is turn around and box out.
Exactly. And Hagan going to shoot 2 more free throws here, and he's been nothing but net on the free throws he's attempted. He's now 3 for 3. And he's got 5 now for Indian Valley. Mail out of the ball game, 27-19. And now 27-20 as Hagan hits a second free throw.
Thought you gave him the announcer's curse again.
I tried. Meadowbrook going to call a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a quick break. Just a reminder, you're listening to high school basketball on ABC Sports and 97.7 WILE.
We continue our Ask the Expert conversation with Shannon Christie, sales member with Abel's Heating, Cooling, Electrical, and Refrigeration. Shannon, how do people know what heating and cooling system is the right one to buy?
At Abel's, we install several makes and models, so it all depends on your budget and the degree of comfort you want. Also, you should consider your return on the investment. If you plan on being in your home for at least 10 years, I suggest you spend more on a higher-end system.
Abel's Heating, Cooling, Electrical, and Refrigeration. One company, one goal, your comfort. Visit them at abelsinc.com.
Are you paying too much for homeowners insurance? Has your insurance company raised your deductible? Hi, this is John Valentine with Valentine Insurance. Many people can't accurately answer these questions. With many premiums escrowed into mortgages, homeowners don't pay attention to changes to their policies anymore. It's time you visit Valentine Insurance for a true, no-obligation review of your insurance policy. Call 994-1776 or stop by our office at 739.
Basketball ready to get back underway here at Meadowbrook. 4:02 to go in the third quarter. Meadowbrook maintaining a 27-20 lead right now. Some foul trouble, though, here for Meadowbrook. Trayvon Mail has picked up his 4th foul. We also have Dorsey and Webster with 2 fouls each. As play begins here again, Singleton with the basketball over to Hupp. Hupp looking inside at Dorsey, but nothing going on there. Nice pass back to Dorsey inside, spin move. Doesn't go, but going to call a foul on the shot. And that's going to be on Hagan, and that is his 2nd foul. Team's 1st foul of the second half. Dorsey going to shoot 2 free throws here for the Colts. Gets the first one. He struggled a little bit the other night from the free throw line when I was watching that game, but that was nice release, nice rotation there, and he got that one to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a super high free throw percentage shooter. He misses the second one, but it seems like anytime he needs to make a free throw, he's able to knock him down.
Gets 1 of 2 there. It's 28-20. 3:39 to play here in the third quarter. Hagan off of a screen. Wanted to let it go, but decided not to. Trying to take Dorsey on the dribble. Dorsey, nice defense, just bodies him up. Doesn't let him get anywhere with it. Klasner back with the basketball. Klasner tries to penetrate. He can't get anywhere. Back to McComb. McComb sizing up Singleton. Singleton does a nice job on him again. Again, on-ball defense. They've been very good here. They got it inside there. And that was no good. Nice defense from Dorsey. Now Singleton with the basketball again. He pulls up deep. Nails it from deep. Jake Singleton with the 3. That's his first 3 of the basketball game. He's got 12 points now, and that was a big 3-pointer. Gets the Colts back up 11 here at 31-20.
And they still have not missed a field goal attempt.
Hagan tries to answer. Can't get it to go, and I think it was off the support there, that rope support. And I think Dorsey got tangled up maybe with his own player there, but
I think he landed on a foot.
Yeah, that's one of those where you can roll your ankle really easily, but Dorsey trying to shake that one off as he goes back down the floor. Meadowbrook basketball here, up 11, 2:44 to go in the third quarter. Singleton waves eyeball on through. Now Dorsey posting up again. Now screen for Singleton, back to Dorsey. Spin move, can't get it to go. Dorsey fights for the rebound. Strong backup, gets fouled. Colson fouls him inside. Dorsey going to shoot 2 more free throws. That's Colson's first foul.
In the last 2 times, that has worked really well for the Colts. It's kind of like a give and go where they double team Singleton. Dorsey rolls to the bucket. He's got a nice spin move, Missed it last time, got fouled. Missed it, got the offensive rebound, and fouled again.
And he gets the first one to go again. That extends the lead to 32-20. Meadowbrook. We'll see, going to get the second one here.
He's showing really great footwork tonight, too.
He's been very solid in the up and under and the spin move. And off the front of the rim, and Hupp. That's going to be a foul on Hupp. And that's going to be Hupp's second foul. And Coach Jarrett is questioning the validity of that foul. And that's just one where he just knocked out of bounds. Let's take it out of bounds and go. Here comes Indian Valley, trailing by 12, 2:20 to go in the quarter. McComb sizing up Singleton again. Singleton pokes it away. Singleton with the steal and the lay-in. Jake Singleton converting defense into offense. His 7th point of the quarter. He's got 14 now. Timeout, Indian Valley. And there is just again, Jake Singleton doing a nice job. He's not one-dimensional. He's pressuring the basketball, pokes it away, goes and gets it. They go to a full timeout there. All right, we'll take a quick break since they went to a full timeout. You're watching and listening to high school basketball on ABC Sports and 97.7 WILE.
Spectrum Sales at 927 East Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge, Ohio offers you the highest quality in metal roofing and post-frame construction building materials. They pride themselves in the ability to service their contractors in a timely manner, as well as welcome all the DIY who need a little guidance to help make their own project a success. They have been blessed to be part of the Guernsey County community for over 10 years and look forward to growing their business by offering new products for both commercial and residential customers. Spectrum Sales, your one-stop metal shop. Give them a call at 740-439-4484.
The Battery Depot is a local battery and multi-purpose shop in Cambridge. They carry or rebuild a wide selection of batteries such as interstate automotive, industrial, marine, gas, and electric golf cart batteries, rechargeable household and everyday batteries. When they say no job is too big or too small, well, they mean it. At Battery Depot, they won't shy away from any job ranging from golf cart repair and customization, trailer wiring, fleet vehicle customization, including power inverters and custom generator racks. They stock batteries for everything ranging from dozers and semis to watches and key fobs. Located on Campbell Avenue in Cambridge, 740-432-2000.
Back for the last 2 minutes and 5 seconds here of the third quarter. Indian Valley going to inbound the basketball, trailing by 14 after that defensive play and bucket from Singleton. He almost got another one there. Singleton pressuring Klasner. Now Tyson Pryor's got it. He goes to the rim strong, and he's going to get fouled.
Dane Singleton.
And that was on Dane Singleton. He just checked into the ball game, so that's Dane's first foul. And that's going to send Tyson Pryor to the line here. He's got 2 shots. And the lefty off the back iron. Pryor going to get the second shot now. Dribbles it a couple times, lets it go, and the lefty rattles that one in. 1 out of 2 there. 34-21, minute 48 to go in the third quarter. Singleton over to Eibel. Eibel reverses the ball to Hupp, now to Webster on the left wing. Lots of off-ball stuff going on down there, a lot of movement from Meadowbrook. Eibel now gets it over to Singleton. Singleton penetrates, kicks it out. Eibel thinks better of it, he dribbles it back out, gets it to Hupp. Hupp directing traffic, he wants Singleton back out here. Lobs it to Singleton, he pulls up and lets it go off the back iron. Pretty tough shot from Singleton, almost got it to go, but here comes the Braves on the run. Hagan between the legs, now penetrates on Hupp. Kicks it to Pryor. Pryor, lefty dribble, gets to the baseline, kicks it over to Hagan. In and out, still can't get a 3 to go, and they're gonna call a jump ball there, so that's gonna go to Meadowbrook. Boy, Indian Valley just cannot find the range from 3 tonight. They're still 0 for, am I right, Cam?
Yes, they are still 0 for 6.
You'd think one of those is going to go down for him here.
I mean, you would think at some point.
Yeah. All right, Singleton back on the offense. 48 seconds to go in the third quarter. He's content to dribble it out front. Now McComb going to put a little more pressure on him. Singleton breaks the volleyball line there over to Webster. Webster penetrates, now to Hupp. Up across to Eibel. Singleton goes to get it back. 30 seconds now. Meadowbrook being patient. They'd like to just get one shot here. Nice pressure defense. Back to Eibel. Dangerous cross-court pass to Singleton. Singleton now picks his dribble up, gets it to Hupp. 10 seconds now, pick and roll. Singleton passes to Dorsey. He turns it over, he got bumped. Klasner, 4 seconds. He's gonna stop and pop. Singleton jumps and blocks a three-point attempt. Great defensive play from Jake Singleton there to end the quarter. Meadowbrook with a 34-21 lead. We'll be right back. You're watching and listening to high school basketball on ABC Sports and 97.7 WILE.
We continue our Ask the Expert conversation with Shannon Christie, sales member with Abel's Heating, Cooling, Electrical, and Refrigeration. Shannon, how do people know what heating and cooling system is the right one to buy?
At Abel's, we install several makes and models, so it all depends on your budget and the degree of comfort you want. Also, you should consider your return on the investment. If you plan on being in your home for at least 10 years, I suggest you spend more on a higher-end system.
Abel's Heating, Cooling, Electrical, and Refrigeration. One company, one goal, your comfort. Visit them at abelsinc.com.
In your time of need, will you be happy with your cut-rate car insurance? Will you have the coverages you need? Valentine Insurance is dedicated to protecting you and your family when you need it. As an independent insurance agency, we have partnered with many reputable insurance companies who even have local claims adjusters to provide you with unbeatable service. Are you going to trust a talking lizard to help you with your claim? Really? Don't let this happen to you. Trust the professionals at Valentine Insurance. Call 994-1776.
Back at Meadowbrook High School, fourth quarter ready to begin. Crowd on their feet. Great atmosphere for tournament basketball here. Tri-Valley. I can't believe I said that. Meadowbrook. Going to call a foul there on this first possession here of the fourth quarter. Indian Valley with the basketball here. That's going to be a foul on Eibel, I believe, and that's his first foul.
And that's a 1-and-1.
And now that's a 1-and-1. So a benefit here for Indian Valley. They're going to shoot free throws the rest of the ball game here. Pryor on the line, and he misses that front end, but they get the offensive rebound, and there's going to be another foul.
On Webster.
Is that on Webster? Yep, his third. Team's eighth. So again, Indian Valley going to shoot free throws. This time they got the better free throw shooter up there. Hagan, 4 for 4 tonight so far. And in and out.
Got him that time.
I got him that time with that curse. Meadowbrook with the basketball here. Webster brings it up into the front court. Now to Hupp. Hupp surveys the scene, gets it to Singleton. Singleton finds Webster. Webster goes to the rim. Can't get it. Dorsey with a rebound. He can't get it. Indian Valley clears it here. McComb's got the basketball. Up to Carter. Carter to Klasner. Klasner lets it fly off the back of the rim. The rebound from Hupp. Big rebound, but he threw it away. Carter knocked it out of bounds, and it's still going to be Meadowbrook basketball. That's one they just needed to slow down.
Yeah. Well, and that's what happened against Cambridge. They tried to play too fast. They had the lead. Meadowbrook's got to try to maintain this 13-point lead.
Webster from deep again. Banks it in, out, in. Webster with his third three-pointer of the basketball game. Meadowbrook by 16 now, 37-21.
Sometimes you just shake your head and can't do anything else.
Nice block from Singleton there. Carter tried to take it to the rim. Singleton wasn't having it. Singleton bringing out the defensive stops tonight too. Eibel in the corner now. Back to Webster, over to Hupp. Into Dorsey. Dorsey going to lay it up and in. Dorsey with 2, and that's going to bring a timeout from Indian Valley. We'll keep it right here as Indian Valley forced to call a timeout here. Meadowbrook out of the gates here. It's now 39-21. They've scored the first 5 points of the fourth quarter, extending that 13-point lead now into an 18-point lead. And now you're looking at some desperation time from Indian Valley.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when you're down by 18 against a Meadowbrook team who is continuing to shoot lights out. I mean, third quarter they shot lights out. They've started this quarter shooting very well. Also, they're shooting 50% in this quarter. If you haven't made a three, you got to be worried a little bit
Yeah.
if you're the Braves.
Yes.
You've shot, let's see, 9 threes, and you're 0 for 9
Yeah.
now. You got to be a little bit concerned if you're the Braves that, you know, you're 0 for 9. from three-point land and down by 18 with 6:40 left. You've got to start hitting some three-point shots.
Yes. Give me a chance here to mention our great sponsors here for tonight's basketball game quickly. Spectrum Sales, Battery Depot, Valentine Insurance, Children's Services, Stoneys RV Sales and Service, Abel's Heating and Cooling, Surgent Construction, Allen Hunter State Farm, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Southeastern Med, Muskingum Valley Health Centers, W.B Green Insurance, the Jet Auto Group, Custom Vehicles of Zanesville, West 40 Auto Sales, and Doan Ford, all fantastic sponsors of tonight's basketball game. And we have a great crew here tonight. I'm Dave Hilliard. We got Cam Summers, Adam Green, Brett Klein, Christian Mills, and Brandon Hickman back in the studio running everything. So good crew here tonight as well. Indian Valley needs some baskets, and they need them quickly. Hagan for three from the corner. No. Webster got the rebound. Here comes Meadowbrook. Up to Dorsey. Dorsey wisely waits for some help.
And that's something that they didn't do against Cambridge. They did not slow it down.
Singleton now with the ball in his hand, and if you're going to start fouling Singleton, he's going to start shooting a bunch of free throws, and that's who Meadowbrook would like to have on the line. Although
that's only third team
it's
foul.
only the third team foul, so
they can afford to play aggressive right now.
Yes, they can. They can take some chances because they've still got 4 more to go before they shoot free throws. So screens on the inbounds there. Hupp's got it. He goes to the rim, little Euro, and he lays it in. Josh Hupp's first 2 of the game on the little Euro move to the bucket. And now Meadowbrook up 20 at 41-21. Klasner spins, pulls up, can't get it to go. Singleton with another rebound. Over to Webster, up 20 now. Colts looking good here with 5:50 to go. Ivel now handles it out front. Dangerous close it out half court line. Over to Hupp. Hupp penetrates. Klasner cuts him off. Ivel's got it. Just about gets turned over there. About gave up his dribble. Backdoor set, cut from Singleton, and he lays it in. Jake Singleton with another basket. And Singleton now with 17 for the basketball game.
And this is a 22-point game, but up until this point, it felt super close.
Yes, and that was a really nice drive from Tyson Pryor. Strong with the left hand, and he lays it in. And now still at a 20-point deficit here, 43-23. Meadowbrook gets it to Dorsey, spin move. He kicks it back out. Ivel almost stepped over the half-court line. Hupp now dribbles. He's feeling it. Lets it. Nice layup from Hupp and the foul. He had the Euro on the last possession. This time he lays it in.
Taking on 3 guys.
In a crowd. Maybe not the best shot in the world, but still going to get the basket, the hoop, and the harm there. The chance for the old-fashioned 3-point play. And he gets it. 46-23. They've doubled up Indian Valley here. 4:54 to play. Pryor trying to make something happen. He gets to the rim. I think they're going to call a foul there on Dorsey. That's going to be his 3rd. And Pryor's going to shoot 2 free throws here.
I'm kind of surprised that's only his 3rd. It seems like he's had more. He's been in the mix with a lot of physicality.
Exactly. And you know, like you said, this game felt a lot closer, and then all of a sudden, Meadowbrook just got on a little run there to end the 3rd quarter and to start the 4th quarter. Boy, it just got out of hand quickly there, and Pryor makes both free throws. 46-25, 4:45 to go. Hupp's got it, and he gets pushed from behind by Wenger. And that's only their 5th team foul, so again, Meadowbrook just going to inbound the basketball. Leading by 21 with 4:42 to go. Inbound to Hupp. Hupp crossover, he's still feeling it. He tries to dump it off to Dorsey, but Dorsey couldn't control it. And nice time out there from the coach. He made a nice play there because Dorsey was either going to throw it away or they're going to call traveling or something. So good call there from Coach Jarrett right in front of the official. He calls a timeout.
Saves a turnover.
Saves a turnover, exactly. And keep possession of the basketball. That's probably the most important thing here is now Meadowbrook, just looking at it here, you want Meadowbrook, they want the clock to run. They would love the clock to run, and just be, as much as possible, run some clock, get fouled, go to the free throw line. I don't think they really need to worry about trying to get a layup or anything crazy like that here. They just need to, you know, they just need to take care of business here to run this clock out and get out of Dodge with the win. And we got an update there. New Philly now leads at the end of the third quarter, 47-16 over John Glenn. And I have a feeling that John Glenn is having one of those nights from the field like Indian Valley is, because John Glenn is a team that shoots a decidedly more amount of three-pointers than two-pointers. I mean, they haven't met a three-pointer they don't like. And obviously they aren't making any of them tonight as they're down 47-16 at the end of the third. So looks like the battle is going to be Meadowbrook, if all holds on here, and New Philadelphia on March 2nd, excuse me. Singleton inbounds. Webster's got it. He dribbles, hands it off to Eibel. Now to Hupp. Again, Meadowbrook being very patient. Don't need to be in a hurry. Singleton now got the basketball, gets it poked away by McComb, but Singleton gathers it back. A lot of steps there, a lot of contact, but no call either way. Singleton a little frustrated, nothing was called here. Here comes Klasner. He tries to cross over Webster, but can't get past him. Eibel now, he's on Carter, doing a nice job. Pryor, he finds Hagan. Hagan from 14, and he gets it. And that's going to be that's his 8th point of the second half. He didn't have any at halftime. Now 46-27, just under 4 to go in the ball game. Eibel's got it now. Now dribbles over and gets it to Webster. Little delay game here from Meadowbrook. Hands it back to Eibel. Now to Hupp. Hupp's been feeling it on the dribble, but he decided not to that time. Wise choice. Run clock if you're Meadowbrook. Now Webster. He picks up his dribble. Gets it to Singleton. Singleton back to Hupp.
A little bit of four-corner for the time stall reason.
Yeah, it's a triangle. They call it a triangle, and then they finally are going to foul Singleton. I thought they might foul a little bit sooner than that. No shot clock here.
Right.
And that's going to be the 6th team foul.
At least not yet. I've heard that shot clock may be coming to high school.
I'm not really a fan of it for high school, but some people just howl for it on a constant basis. They think it's got to be a part of it. Now, when, other than that last possession, would you even have thought of looking at a shot clock tonight? But anyway, Singleton now playing keep away here. Mail back in the ball game here with his 4 fouls, but I think they just need him out there. He's a senior. You want him handling the basketball. Gets it to Webster. Dorsey, he going to go lay it in left-handed. Nice move from Romeo Dorsey. He's got 14 now for Meadowbrook. They get it to Pryor. He bobbles it a little bit, and that affected his shot on the way up. Didn't quite have a hold of it. He missed it. Singleton with the rebound. They're trying to trap him. He backs up, surveys the scene, throws it up to Trayvon Mayo. Mayo with a bounce pass to Hupp. Hupp penetrates. He might have carried it.
And, yep.
And he did carry it. That's going to be a turnover. And again, 2:23, you're up 21. You really don't need to try to penetrate. Let's just run the clock.
Right.
Be patient with it. But here comes Indian Valley. Carter over to Pryor, who's made his presence felt here in the second half. A tough 2 fouls early for him. Pulls up. Nice lefty jump shot, but he can't get it to go. Rebound, fouled. Singleton, I think, got him over the top. And Hagan is going to go to the free throw line to shoot a couple more. Singleton just wasn't in really good position there, and Hagan got the offensive rebound, went back up strong with it, so he's going to shoot 2. 2:07 to go in this one. And the first one, front, back, and in for Hagan. He's got 9 points. Averages about 14 here for Indian Valley. And the second one is good for Hagan. 48-29, 2:06 to go. Meadowbrook looking to hold on here and become sectional champions. I know a lot of Meadowbrook people are thinking there was a Singleton that led them to the Final Four back in 2018.
Yeah.
Thinking maybe that could happen again. And there's a turnover for Mail. Hagan goes and lays it in, and that's another 2 for Lucas Hagan. He's up to 12. 48-31, a minute 40 to go. Meadowbrook by 17. Webster now in the front court with it. They trap him over to Mail. Gets it to Singleton on a handoff. They're going to trap him. Singleton gets trapped and it's turned over. Here comes McComb. Singleton jumps. McComb with a nice shot fake there, and he lays it in. And that's going to be a timeout here, Indian Valley. They've cut it back to 15, 48-13, but there's only a minute 19 to play in this one. And it's a short timeout, 30 seconds. Again, nice crew here we have tonight. Myself, Dave Hilliard. We've got Cam Summers doing the color. Adam Green is the man in charge of all the video here tonight. We got Brett and Christian running the cameras, and then Brandon Hickman back in the studio, making sure we pay the bills correctly tonight. And this is one of those games where, boy, it just seemed so close for so long, and then all of a sudden it's just like, wow, this is a 20-point game.
Yeah, I mean, it was physical, it was close, and then out of nowhere, Meadowbrook just turned on the gas. But here in the fourth, they've had 3 turnovers really in the last couple minutes.
Right, and now we're going to see full court pressure.
Right, right. So, I mean, with a minute 19, 15-point lead, you would think it was safe.
Right.
But you got to take care of the basketball.
They're kids. Anything can happen. Meadowbrook inbounds it to Hupp. Now Webster going to push ahead. Next foul, though, is going to be free throws, and that's almost a turnover there. And Hupp got it tipped away by Pryor, but they're going to call the foul on Pryor, and that's finally going to be free throws here. And that's going to be Pryor's 3rd foul. So Hupp going to go to the line with the 1-and-1.
Could have been called a double dribble.
Exactly.
Very close up there near half court. Indian Valley fans were looking for a double dribble call.
And that first one is good. He'll get the second one. 49-33, 107 to play. Meadowbrook by 16. Josh Hupp going to shoot a second free throw here. And that one's off the front of the rim. Pryor knocked it out of bounds. He and Hagan knocked it away from each other. So that's going to be Meadowbrook basketball underneath their own basket. And Trayvon Mail going to inbound it.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good if you're the Colts, because that was very fortunate.
Singleton with the ball. Klasner still D'ing it up. Under a minute to go. He's not ready to stop playing basketball. Indian Valley just could not score tonight. I mean, that was their problem. They just offensively, they got some looks, but boy, it's been a struggle for them. They haven't made a 3. And now Meadowbrook just trying to dribble the clock out here with 35 seconds to go in the ball game. Singleton now just about fell over, but kind of the Harlem Globetrotters dribble he had going there. Hupp now squares up. He's not even going to look at the basket. Turns and goes back out with it. Meadowbrook very content to run clock here. Down under 20 seconds now.
And it almost feels like the Braves are willing to let them.
Yeah, they're going to let them do it now.
And nice sportsmanship by Hupp. Could have went in for a layup. Up 16, running the clock out.
Meadowbrook going to run the clock out here. Going to be sectional champions as they defeat Indian Valley 49-33. We'll take a quick break, but we'll be right back to wrap everything up here from Meadowbrook High School. You've been watching and listening to high school basketball on ABC Sports and 97.7 WILE.
Some things in life are just automatic. Like me, State Farm agent Alan Hunter, offering great neighbor service plus surprisingly great rates on auto insurance. If you were to contact us right now, you'd find you could have some of those surprisingly great rates and good neighbor service right away, as in automatically. Give me or my staff, Austin, Minley, Lori, or Kelly, a call today. 740-439-5385. We think you'll be automatically happy you did.
Custom Vehicles of Zanesville is the local spot for all car, truck, marine, and RV accessories. From remote starts, heated seats, stereo equipment, lift kits, WeatherTech products, tonneau covers, toolboxes, strobe lights, rhino linings, Z-Bart rust proofing, and undercoating. If it can be found online, they can get it. Stop by their showroom today and see how they can use their expertise to enhance your vehicle. Visit Custom Vehicles of Zanesville today, located at 3619 Old Falls Road, or visit them on Facebook at Custom Vehicles of Zanesville.
It's regift December time again at Jet Auto Group. This is Ed Ansel, and regifting is a good thing. Think about buying a pre-owned vehicle? It's regifted.
This is Tom Lothman. We also have a new gift with every vehicle we sell right up till Christmas Eve. How would a 55-inch TV look under your tree?
Or a Kindle Fire, or a $25 Visa gift card. This is Jordan Campbell, and you know we won't tell if you regift that too. It's our way of saying Merry Christmas from Jet Auto Group on East Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge.
Back with us on Ask the Expert is Ashley Champ from Abel's Heating, Cooling, Electrical, and Refrigeration. Ashley, why should customers sign up for an Abel's Yes home maintenance plan?
An Abel's Yes plan can be worth its weight in gold for some households, especially if that household has young children, elderly family members, or people vulnerable to extreme temperatures due to health conditions. It provides peace of mind knowing that Abel's will send a technician to you quickly should something go wrong with your system.
Abel's Heating, Cooling, Electrical, and Refrigeration. One company, one goal, your comfort. Visit them at abelsinc.com.
In today's marketplace, you have many choices for insurance. W.B Green Insurance, a representative of Westfield Insurance, is committed to providing you with excellent coverage for your home and auto at a fair and competitive price. Westfield has been in the neighborhood for over 150 years, providing peace of mind and quality insurance products through independent insurance professionals. Sharing knowledge, building trust is Westfield's pledge to their customers. Call W.B Green Insurance today.
Most of us are faced with uncertainty every day. Your job, your finances, sporting events, schooling for your children, and so much more. With so much uncertainty surrounding you, there's one auto dealership that you can be certain about, and that's Doan Ford. You can be certain that you'll always get a great deal and the best service afterwards. In business for nearly 60 years has given Doan Ford the reputation of being a strong, reliable dealership. Be certain. Choose Doan Ford. Online at DoanFord.com.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of a guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
Back at Meadowbrook High School, where Meadowbrook Colts have defeated the Indian Valley Braves tonight, 49-33. And as Cam and I were just talking about, it was a game that was much closer than that final 16-point margin, because it just, Meadowbrook started off and they ended the first quarter there with that 9-2 lead, and it seemed like they were ahead. Then Indian Valley spread the floor out on them, got some baskets, got back into the basketball game, 18-12 at half. Then still back and forth, pretty close ball game. But Meadowbrook just kind of flipped a switch there towards the end of the third quarter, got on a little bit of a run, ended the third quarter, and started the fourth quarter to where they just put the game out of reach, it seems. So I'll just go through my scoring here that I had. 4 players scored tonight for Meadowbrook. I've got Drew Webster with 13. Romeo Dorsey with 14 big points. Really nice game from Romeo. I think he played very well.
Absolutely.
Just very well offensively. Jake Singleton with 16. Josh Hupp with 6. All of his in the fourth quarter there on a couple of nice takes to the bucket. For Indian Valley, Sam Carter had 4 points. Tyson Pryor with 7. Tanyan McComb with 8. Lucas Hagan with 12. And Isaac Klasner with 4, and I'll turn it over to Cam for some stats.
Yeah, sure thing. So Tale of two halves, really, for the Colts from three-point land. 1 for 8 in the first half. Really shooting poorly from three-point land. Come out and shoot 75% from three in the second half, which is really a big part as to why they were able to come away with a 16-point victory. Overall, Meadowbrook shot 19 for 38, even 50%. And as a coach, that's a pretty nice
good.
mark.
That's pretty good.
Indian Valley for the game, 11 for 33, 33%. But the big stat for them, 0 for 10 from three-point land in this one. It's going to be hard to win many games when almost a third of your shots are three-pointers and you don't hit a single one.
I know that is tough, and that's just. I mean, I watched them play a couple of games on film, and they made some threes, but it's not like that was a real staple of their offense. I mean, it wasn't something they were really depending on, but at the same time, just really tough night from them from beyond the arc. They just couldn't get one to go. And, for the most part, Meadowbrook was the same way. I mean, there was good defensive intensity from both teams to start the basketball game. And I thought that was probably the difference, as I thought Meadowbrook did such a nice job of maintaining that intensity. I thought Jake Singleton played a fantastic game defensively.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he had 16 points, but he just seemed to be everywhere. He really pressured the ball well. He came up with some steals that led to a couple easy buckets for him. So, I mean, you just don't want to give somebody like him easy baskets.
And we don't track blocks, but I'm pretty sure he had 3 or 4.
He had 3 or 4. The one at the three-point line at the end of the third quarter, that was just a great athletic play.
Absolutely.
And he just got up and made the play, and that's, you expect. I mean, they've got 5 seniors that are going to go out there and play the majority of the minutes for this team, and you expect seniors to make plays like that in games that you want to win like this. So, and speaking of, I mean, at last check, New Philadelphia was really having their way with John Glenn, and they did, as they ended up winning that one 58-27 there. So, on Wednesday, March 2nd, we've got a matchup between New Philadelphia and now Meadowbrook. And as we said before, neutral site. Not sure where that'll get played. They'll determine that here probably in the next 24 hours. I would assume that's going to happen.
I would look for it to be Cambridge possibly.
I was going to say Cambridge High School, but at the same time, people have to be willing to host those games. That's another one. Fans sometimes, well, why doesn't such and such, why don't they play there? Well, maybe they didn't want to host the game. Maybe they had something else going on. There's lots of factors in it, but I do like how the East District pretty much waits to see, and then, hey, let's see who won, and let's get something geographically close. So
I like that too.
Cambridge makes sense, but who knows what'll happen?
Yeah.
We'll be awaiting that decision. So,
and that'll be a tough one for Meadowbrook.
That's good.
Going against the #1 seed in the bracket. Obviously, going to be a tough matchup. When I played for Meadowbrook, New Philly and Meadowbrook were both in the ECOL, so we played them twice a year, every year. Yeah. We saw them every year. That's New Philly's a team that I can't remember the last time Meadowbrook played New Philly.
Well, you're talking to a guy that's not originally from this area, so my history goes back 2 years. It'd be tough for me to come up with that one too. So, but a great win for Meadowbrook. I mean, I thought they had lots of nice contributions. Dorsey was kind of a bonus, I believe, there. The points that he scored. I mean, he did. He struggled against Cambridge, and tonight he had a nice ball game there. Really nice post moves. Nice offensive rebounding. I thought it was very important. I thought the threes that Webster hit, he had the only one in the first half, and then he had a couple there in the second half that kind of got the spark going, that three-pointer going in, and then Singleton hit one in that third quarter. And that really, Singleton only with 1 3-pointer, that's kind of surprising for you, but at the same time, it came at the right time, is when they had kind of that little wave going, and they just got that score going, and all of a sudden we look up and it's a 20-point basketball game, and they did end up winning by 16. 49-33, so we'll see where they're going to play, but that'll be sometime decided here in the next day or so. Anyway, fantastic game tonight. It was fun to watch, great atmosphere for everyone that was here. Myself, Cam, Adam over here on the board, Brett, Christian, Brandon back in the studio. Appreciate everyone tuning in on the radio or watching on video tonight. I hope you all have a great evening, and everyone be safe.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Spectrum Sales. The Battery Depot, Valentine Insurance, Guernsey County Children's Services, Stoneys RV Sales and Service, Abel's Electric Heating and Cooling, Surgent Construction, Allen Hunter State Farm, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Southeastern Med, Muskingum Valley Health Centers, W.B Green Insurance, Jet Auto Group, Custom Vehicles of Zanesville, West 40 Auto Sales, and Doan Ford. This has been a presentation of ABC Sports.